Hello, everybody. I hope you're doing well and hope that you're having a blessed Sunday. As always, I'm back with another message. And the message of today is to find strength in your weakness, but also to find weakness in your strength. And we'll be reading from 2 Corinthians chapter 12, verse 19. But he said to me, "My grace is sufficient for you, for my power is made perfect in weakness. Therefore, I will boast all the more gladly about my weaknesses, so that Christ's power may rest in me." This verse is pretty self-explanatory, so I won't dive too deep into the surface level meaning of it. But what I want to focus on is how to find Christ's power in our weakness, as mentioned at the end of the verse. Ultimately, in order to do that, we need to run to Him whenever we feel weak. We need to run to Him whenever. Now, you should always seek His presence and be in His presence, but in terms of weakness, we are weak when things go wrong. We are weak when we're not feeling strong, right? So we seek strength from Him. That's what we need to do. The problem is that a lot of us seek strength and refuge in things of the world, material things. We seek after our own strength. We try to maybe develop aspects of ourselves that we think that will cover up for our strengths, put on a facade to hide the fact that we're weak. Use things to cope. Some may use drugs. Some may cope through lust, pornography, things like that. But this verse pretty much encourages us to find our strength in Him. And how to do that? Well, we need to run to Him whenever we feel weak. So instead of running to our favorite coping mechanism or run into things of this world, or maybe try and look how you can make things better or how you can solve the issue, lay all your burdens onto Him, lay all your problems onto Him. And I think there's another Bible verse that mentions that. I don't know exactly which one it is, but yeah, it says to lay all of our burdens onto Him. Not because it's a burden for Him, but because as our Father, it's His job to take care of it. And it's funny because we want Him to take care of things, yet He is not the first one we run to when we need things taken care of. So to keep this part short, make sure that you seek Him and run to Him first. Your coping mechanism shouldn't be the first thing you run to. You shouldn't, hide in a shell or hide things from Him. Expose fully what you're going through. Expose fully what you need from Him, because He is the one that strengthens us. He's the one that gives you life. He's our source. And only your source will be able to give you what's necessary to run properly. Right? I mean, if you go to a gas station, your car runs on diesel and you're looking for, I don't know, to be charged up by an electric, whatever, it's not going to work. It's not going to work. So go to the right source, seek strength from the right person. As for finding weakness in your strength, this ultimately comes down to making sure that when you feel strong, you don't forget where your strength comes from. And that's something that a lot of us fall into. When everything is going well, we tend to forget to pray as often as we did, to spend as much time with God as we did, because everything is going right, and you may not feel as much of a need to go to Him. And that's exactly where and when we are most vulnerable and exposed to the devil's tactics and the devil's tricks, because we're not as covered as we used to be. So I just want to encourage you guys to be a bit more careful with how you carry yourselves in your weakness and in your strength. Ultimately, God gives it all to us. So whether you're weak, whether you're strong, make sure that you're always seeking His presence, you're always running to Him. When things are going wrong, seek Him for help. When things are going good, be grateful for what you have, and always give Him thanks for what you have.